Are you constantly distracted, overwhelmed? As a high achiever with ADHD, you know what you need to get done. Just sometimes your brain is not working with you and you can't do it. So today we're going to give you ways to work with your brain to help you get more done. If you struggle with focus, hit that subscribe button down below. We regularly will be posting videos talking about productivity, how to boost your focus, and how to shift your mood. So if that sounds helpful, we'd love to have you around. So first, let's talk about why you can't focus. Common reasons that ADHD professionals struggle with focus. Your brain is a novelty machine. It is seeking novelty, and it is probably a little deficient in dopamine, which is what makes us motivated and feel good and want to keep going at something. This can make deep work feel impossible sometimes. The second problem is task switching overload. Many ADHDers will try to multitask and do multiple projects or things at once. And the reality is no one's brain is actually designed to multitask. So trying to really monotask and do one thing at a time, super encouraged and helpful, actually. Number 3 is stress and mental clutter. If you've got 58 things in your head that you're trying to remember, that you're worried you're going to forget, that's not helping. Does this ever happen to you? Do you ever sit down to work and immediately remember like 5 other things that you need to do right that second? That's your brain's habit of seeking out stimulation instead of focus. So you might want to practice something a little different, like writing things down and saving them for later, or telling your brain you'll get back to those things later. And right now you have something else you have to get done first. Solution number 1 is your dopamine advantage. So we need to get you celebrating and giving yourself great rewards that are not foods based after you complete tasks, after you complete focus sessions, after you get the annoying, awful thing you've been avoiding, like the laundry, done. Your job is to make your every focus session as rewarding as humanly possible, because this is going to make your brain want to do it again next time. And we need to help you trick your brain into wanting to focus and be productive. ADHD brains need instant feedback to be engaged and stay engaged. So let's give you that. You might try using the 5-minute rule, meaning that you tell yourself that you're just going to get started. You just need to do 5 minutes of this thing right now. Oftentimes getting started is the hardest part. And once you do that 5 minutes, you're pretty likely to want to keep going and just do a little bit more, just get this one thing done. We also want you to gamify your work in every way that you can. So make it more fun for yourself. Maybe that looks like having a dance party while you answer emails, or setting a timer and racing the clock, trying to see how fast you can get this thing done. This also can look like making bets with friends that, like, if I don't get started on this project, I'm going to owe you money. We want you to have skin in the game and feel like it's fun and exciting to see if you can pull something off. Solution number 2 is going to be to create a distraction-free work cycle for yourself. So for this, we want you to clean off your desk in 5 minutes or less. Have your workspace feeling clean and clear, and then set a timer for 25 minutes. Pick one specific task that you're trying to get done. Give yourself 25 minutes. Take a 5-minute break afterwards, and make sure you're giving yourself a reward in that 5-minute break. And watch how much your productivity increases. This will help you work with your ADHD and not against it. You can race the clock and make that your gamification if you want to, but set yourself up to do different focus sprints throughout your workday at different times. Try batching similar tasks together so that you're not constantly context switching, because those transitions can just be hard on your brain. The other thing you really need to do is set up some physical and digital barriers. So keep your phone in a different room while you're trying to do your focus. Research has shown that just having your phone somewhere in your visual line of sight significantly reduces performance and like our intelligence. So get rid of the distracting phone, put it in a drawer, get it away. You also might want to try some digital barriers like app blockers or website blockers that allow you to set times when you're planning on focusing and lock down your computer so you can't access anything but what you're supposed to be working on. Solution number 3 is to rewire your mind for focus and actually start to change your habits from distraction to focus machine. Your focus struggle is not a failure. It's just a pattern. It's just a habit, and all habits are breakable. No big deal. We can get you through this. One of the biggest problems that ADHD professionals face is really negative self-talk. By the time years are 10, we've had like 20,000 additional negative comments to our non-ADHD peers. So ADHDers can tend to be really, really hard on themselves and very critical. The problem with this is that innovation requires psychological safety. So that means that we need you to change your mindset and your self talk so that you are able to thrive and do well and come up with creative solutions and do your best work. So instead of telling yourself, why can't I just focus? Try reminding yourself that you are practicing this new skill, that you are learning, and that you are developing the muscles in your brain that are required for focus. You might want to try journaling for this and just bullet journal like the negative thinking that you're having, and then ask yourself what thought would be more helpful? What would be reassuring or useful or something that I could tell myself that I find believable that would help me feel better in this situation? Answer that question in your journal, shift your thinking, and give yourself that reminder over and over again until those negative thoughts leave you alone. You can break that habit. Seriously. So remember here, key takeaways for you are going to be finding dopamine hacks and ways to introduce novelty into your deep work, creating focus cycles for yourself throughout your day so that you have deep focus time. And 3 is working on mindset shift so that you can remind yourself of something that would be actually helpful and reassuring for you whenever that negative self-talk starts up. We want to replace it with something more helpful. So drop a comment below and let me know what is your biggest focus struggle. I'd love to hear if you've tried any of these already and what works the best for you. And if you're looking for one-on-one coaching help with this, I would be happy to help. Check out my website, LucyDonovan.com.